So I'm going through a really big spiritual awakening right now. Really processing deep rooted childhood trauma to the point where I had forgotten what my true dreams were. What as a child I dreamed about and how much it meant to me. And carved this path that I ended ended up forgetting about, and layers built up over on top of it. Because I was conditioned to be someone that I was for other people's comfort, to to be what they wanted me to be instead of me being who I truly was. And those dreams were understanding that I wanted to love myself and just be loved as well as love from my heart, as well as being happy. Being as happy as I possibly could because of how much probably unhappiness that I had went through. Wanting this fantasy happiness. And my experience right now has led me to this whole journey that I've been going through the past year and a half has shown me all the ways I've gone through and still going inwards into how much I denied my happiness, how much I denied my self-love, how much I've denied my heart. And it's been beautiful as well as heavy and not easy. And with this path, I think everyone's meant to go on it, but for me, it's been emotional. I've learned things about myself that I didn't even know that I believed that's like what my mask, my shadow was. Of rejecting myself, shaming and criticizing myself, criticizing my love for myself, my authentic love, and rejecting it, as well as rejecting my happiness, and believing that I should go outside of myself to succeed, achieve, have accolades, societal external accolades, like college, a car, a house, a job, a degree, whatever. And that's where this love and happiness is when it's not. And I just turned 29, and I pretty much, this is like, oh man, there's so much. This is probably the most quote unquote loneliest I've ever been, but also the most connected I've ever been to myself. The most authentic me I've ever been of me. The most truth I've ever been embodied, existing, creating, living in. And it's a lot of it has come from cutting off literally every facet that isn't choosing myself. And my whole life has been these pipelines of not choosing myself because of how much I was conditioned to believe that I should have these external factors in whichever way. And that's been cutting off family. That's been cutting off friends. That's been not doing the same stuff anymore. And truly just going inward and holding these parts of me that have never been held, have never been acknowledged, that I didn't even know were there. It's the most hermiting, freeing, enlightening. It's funny. I'll see tarots. That's literally how I get my information, is through tarot readings, because I'm truly just walking through this journey with my team and myself. And there'll be like, you're going through a dark night of the soul, and I'm like, I'm going through a dark night of the soul every single week. Like, it's kind of funny. But when you're so deep rooted in facing when you get so deep and you remove all the layers, you can't deny your authenticity. You can't deny your truth, your light anymore. And I'm sure, like, if you've made it this far, you'll understand. You know when you're not choosing yourself. I know when I'm not choosing myself. And I know that these parts are just me wanting for me to choose myself and to choose my happiness, choose my fairy tale, choose my love, and to be loved. So ultimately, it's me choosing my heart. And it's been a very empowering, emotional, surprising, and enlightening. And dude, ego deaths once a week at least. But they're the most, I was journaling and I was like, I would go through this all over again. I would choose the same steps, the me's I've been through this journey. So I'm definitely hard on myself to where I want to immediately just step into this divine light that I know that I am. But I can't discredit my dark parts, my masks, my shadows, that ultimately I chose to create for my inner child chose to create, to feel safe in environments and situations where I wasn't able to choose myself, where I wasn't able to choose my love, choose my happiness, my fairy tale, the romance, the creative me. Like this artist version of me I denied for so long. For the good grades, the being good at sports, being good at Call of Duty. And those aren't bad parts of me. They were just how I thought I was supposed to be loved, to love myself. Because I am a creator of my reality. And that accountability is very important. So, yeah, I guess this is a little story time. I added in a couple notes. This journey has been the most empowering thing, the most authentic, also the most scariest, the most truthful, the most deepest and darkest, but lightest and most loving pieces of me intertwined. All right. So just know it's worth it to choose yourself.